Hello everyone, this is OGAE Azerbaijan, and today we will get to know another artist who is a finalist in Eesti Laul once more. She is also the daughter of Dave Benton, who brought the first Eurovision victory ever to Estonia with Tanel Padar and their fun entry Everybody Back in 2001. This year, Sissi will sing Time, and it goes like that. I don't wanna waste more time. Hello, Sissi, and welcome.
Hi, such a pleasure.
Sissi, before starting actual questions, can you please tell us who is Sissi Nelia Benita?
Well, I do consider myself an artist. I do music. I absolutely adore music. I think I eat, sleep, and breathe music. A day that I'm not behind the piano is a day that something went wrong. But I'm a painter. I like design. I just like creating everything from zero. The idea that something didn't exist before and now I create it into being is something that's always been very close to my heart. So I think, yeah, I'm an artist. That's the most accurate description.
Sissi, when did you decide that you would like to be a singer?
So when I was 2 years old, my mom actually brought me to dance ballet, and I screamed all the way to all the rehearsals. In the rehearsals, I refused to do anything, and all the way back too. So my mom was like, maybe we should try singing. Because my mom's a dancer, my dad's a singer. And my dad's like, sure, let's put her to sing. And it just started from there. I just loved it and I stayed with it. I grew up in music. So it would be very normal for me to go downstairs to our kitchen and see my mom and dad dancing in the kitchen or my dad singing around the house. So music was always like a part of everything we did. So it would have been hard not to go into music. So I've been singing for 20 years now.
Mhm.
And my career started when I was 16 because I was working in a restaurant. I was, the staff help. So we would be polishing the glasses, helping the cooks, helping the waitresses, everything, just doing everything. And me and my boss were actually climbing a tree to get the leaves to make tea. And he heard me sing and he was like, "Oh, you can sing." I was like, "Yeah, I'm a singer." And he was like, "Oh, do you like work as a singer?" I didn't, but I told him, "Yes, I do." He was like, "Oh, do you have your own piano player?" I didn't. I was like, "Yes, I do." It was like, "Can you start Sunday? We need live music." I was like, "Sure, I can." And then the same evening, I started looking, and within the next day, I had found myself a piano player. And then with the week, because it was Monday, if I remember correctly, or Tuesday, we learned 21 songs, and we went on Sunday. And from there, it just kind of snowballed. So one other restaurant would invite us, and another event would invite us. And after that, like 2-3 years after that, I got into the Estonian Idols TV series, and I finished second, and that kind of skyrocketed my career here.
And who is your musical influence in general?
It's hard to say because my style isn't exactly like the music I originally do alone on the piano is not like any other artist, but it's probably a mashup of like Labyrinth, Sam Smith, Adele. It is pop music, but I can't say it's like Katy Perry pop, if
Mhm.
you know what I mean. So it's somewhere in between there. I've never thought about that.
And in 2016, you performed with your father on Estonian TV during Christmas time. How did it
Yeah.
feel?
Oh, like home. Because me and my dad, we've been doing Christmas tours since I was probably 6. So that's when I joined him the first time. And ever since then, I have been singing with him. So we had our last Christmas tour this year because he said that he's not going to do anymore starting next year because he would organize it himself. He said he's not going to organize. So it's going to be very interesting to see what next year's going to feel like when we don't have our traditional Christmas concert.
And then in 2018, you participate in the show called Estonia Searching for Superstar. How did you decide that you would like to participate in that?
Well, the funny story is that I didn't. So basically, when it came out that the show was coming, they opened up the papers that you can sign up. My whole family was like, "You should sign up," and I was like, "No, I don't want to," because I was like very slowly like building my career from restaurant to restaurant, very slowly, just calm. And I was like, "Yeah, I want to take things at my pace." A very good friend of mine, who was a great friend at that time, told me that, listen, you have a dream to go to Eurovision, right? And I was like, yeah, I do. And she was like, well, if you go to the Idol series, you get your name out there, and that boosts your chances. So one day, or actually on the same day that they closed the signups, I signed up on the last moment possible. And I wasn't even sure if my paper even went through until they told me that, yeah, you're signed up. And I told my sister that I have a feeling that I'm going to be in the finals, but the man's going to win. And that's exactly how it went.
As you mentioned, you finished as the runner-up. How would you describe your life before and after the show? What does attending such a competition gives to an artist?
Life before and after are very, very drastically different things. Life before was calm. I'd be working in my restaurant, going to school, going to my singing lessons. Life after was having a band and having performances every single day for months and months. It took a lot of getting used to being known. So going onto the bus and having people look at you and whisper and know who you are, or even come up and talk to you every single day. So privacy was something that I no longer had. And privacy is something I adore. I'm the kind of person that instead of going to a party, will stay home and read a book. So it was a very big change. But my friends and family and everyone helped me adjust very well. And in the end, I got used to it.
In 2019, you decided to participate in Eesti Laul for the first time with your own written song called Strong.
Well, I wanted to ride the wave of coming from the Idol series. And well, it's not a secret that I really want to go to Eurovision one day. I don't know if it's this year or another year, but I really just want to be a part of that amazing community once in my life. So when Garland Reisman kind of sent me the bass for the song, it was a no-brainer. I decided to do it because, well, the bass was very good. So, and working with him was lovely. So we just kind of decided to go for it.
And what message did you want to convey to your listeners with Strong?
The message of Strong was that no matter what you go through, it will make you stronger. Like, life can only get you down if you allow it to. And it was kind of a message for myself that shit's happened. I'm still strong. I'm still here, just like every single person that I've ever met.
Then this year again, you decided to participate with your strong entry called Time.
I wasn't planning on coming back yet, but then the song was born. And this is a song that means a lot to me. It is a very deep message. The song is about how we don't live. I wrote this song as a reminder for myself to be brave enough to live, and for a reminder for everyone out there who needs that message that you need to live, because every single one of us goes through trauma in our life. We go through things that are so horrible that to this day, they want to pull us back. I can bet money you've been through something like that. Something that you didn't think that you were going to survive. It takes a lot to take down those walls. So if you've been hurt in love, you are very hesitant to love again. If you lost your job, you're very hesitant to put yourself out there. If one of your dreams fell true, you don't want to dream anymore. All these things, and what they do is they make you stop living. If you would be hit by a car tomorrow, would you be happy with where you are? You have one life. Why waste a part of it? Go study, go learn, go do everything, but find something that brings you joy in those moments as well. So the song Time is about how we don't have much time and we're so terrified of living. And at some point, this life's going to be over. So instead of being terrified, be brave. Be brave enough to live. I think the pandemic made me realize that things can change like this. They can change extremely fast. And I have no control over the world. The only thing I have control over is me, my thoughts, my actions, my reactions. So I kind of very delved into how I can start living even when the world's closed.
And if we think of these two songs, Strong and Time, how would you compare them to each other? Or which one is more close to your heart?
Time, definitely. Strong was changed a lot, also by the producer, who wanted to make it a lot more simple, a lot more easy to listen to, because my words can be quite dark even sometimes and very real. And he feared that if they're too real, we can't make it with the song. I love Strong. It's a lovely song, but time matters to me. Because with Time, I said something real. I said something very close to my heart. And I think it's a message that a lot of people need to hear right now.
For this song, you also collaborated with Andrei Zevakin, who is also your competitor in the final.
Yeah.
How did the idea came to collaborate with him?
So me and Andrei, we've known each other for 6 years now. When I was 16, he invited me to do a music mashup cover of two Martin Garrix songs. We were working from his bedroom, having lunch with his mom, just like very small, two people from a small town coming in. We had no clue where we'd end up. And we did the song together. And ever since then, we've been friends. So now when he sent me the bass of the song, so the instrumental, I actually sent it back to him and I told him I don't like it. It's not working for me. Like, I'm sorry, because I didn't actually plan to go to Eesti Laul either. And then like a week later, my mom and my sister listened to it and they were like, Sissi, there's potential here. I was like, oh no, you're right. So I called Andrei. I was like, dude, we need to meet in the studio. And we did. And then he put the instrumental to loop for me. And within 2 hours, I had written the song. Mm-hmm. And that's just how it was born.
Another interesting fact of your song is, as back vocalists, you have Dagmar and Kadri, who are also in the final by themselves as Suret Tudrukut. Aren't you afraid that they will sabotage your performance to win it all for themselves?
They're amazing people. I've worked with them so many times, and they are truly beautiful souls. So I don't think anything like that's gonna happen.
Okay. How the procedure of creating music works for you? What motivates you to write a song?
I don't know. I'll be walking on the street and I'll just start singing. I'll like check behind me, in front of me, no one's there, and I'll sing. Or I'll just hear a melody in my head and I have to sit down and get it out of my head. It is something that is a part of my life. Like I said, I sit behind the piano every single day. Even when I can't sing, I'll whistle. I have demos in my phone where I'll be playing the piano and whistling the melody because I have to get it out of my head. So it's like breathing for me.
Sissi, since you also participated back in 2019, can you compare what changed in the production-wise besides no audience this year?
I don't think a lot. The team is really good. They want to work with you. They want to make the best show. They're great people, and that's very important for me because that makes it easy to work with them. And I guess that's the biggest change, that we have to be in the green room alone. We can't have our team with us in the green room. We actually, on the day of the show, we can't have our team with us. We can only have our backup singers and one extra person because of COVID. Mm-hmm. Things aren't that great in Estonia right now. So that's very strange. And there are no people to watch you. So that takes away the energy of a performance, because I love to mirror people. So I'll get energy from them, I'll give it back, and it just becomes this big give and take. So that's gone. And I'm very, very, very curious about how to make that work, because it's like a puzzle for me. How do I make it work now?
And what will it mean to you to win Eesti Laul and represent Estonia in Rotterdam?
I can't comprehend that, because I've been dreaming of that since I was a little girl. We grew up watching the Eurovision. It's not even because my dad won. My dad winning just proved to me that dreams come true. Mm-hmm. If you dream it and you work for it, you can make it happen. But I can't even imagine it. Sometimes in the evening when I can't sleep, I'll imagine it. I'll imagine myself winning and going to Eurovision, and what happens is I'll get so excited that I officially can't go to sleep anymore. So it's very emotional for me. So let's see how it goes.
At some point, I remember that Estonian media was writing that, because of your vocal cords, Sissi will not participate in Eesti Laul. How actually does it feel when media sabotage you or backstab you?
I've never had something like that happen, but my dad has. So he had a lot of good pieces of advice, how to act with it, everything. And also I have a great life partner who works in marketing, who also helped me get through it and everything. So at first it was a shock for me, because I never said those words. I never really went into that, and somehow it was out there. Mm-hmm. But it was a learning curve.
My another question is, since you said that you are watching Eurovision as well, do you have any all-time favorites?
Okay, Amar pe los dois.
sozinho, talvez devagarinho possas voltar a aprender.
That song took my breath away. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing. Then we had Teardrops that won.
Tell me, how many times can we win and lose? How many times can we break the rules between us? Only teardrops.
And then also, I know the Eurovision didn't happen last year, but think about things. Iceland.
I can't wait to know. What do you think about things? Believe it.
I can't get over that song. It's a work of art. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Me and my friends, even my friends who don't know anything about the Eurovision, are listening to that song.
And you know that they're actually coming back this year again.
Oh my God, that's so cool. Oh, and also from last year, the Netherlands, Grow. That song was insane.
How did you felt when they announced that you are going to the final?
That was terrifying because I was the last one to be announced, and there were so many good artists still next to me and fan favorites too. So a part of me thought like, okay, I'm not going to the finals this year. It's okay. And then they said my name, and I feel like my brain just shut down.
What about the staging? Are you going to keep it like in the Eesti Laul semifinal?
There's a very small difference. We're like changing some very minor details in how we move and how much we communicate with the group. And my outfit's going to be a bit different because I couldn't move in the heels. I tried to, I really did, but I couldn't. So this time I'm going to have sneakers and long pants. And the designer who I'm working with, Mari-Liis Kütisaar, she is making a new corset for me and long white pants and everything. So that's changing for me to just be more comfortable.
I guess you also have heard all the songs for the final. What do you think? Who can be a good competition to you? And if not you, whom you would like to represent Estonia in Rotterdam?
If not me, then I have two favorites. Jüri Pootsman. He sings great. The song's great. The way they filmed it for the TV was genius, I think. Beautiful. And Kadri Voorand. Even though her song's like more like jazzy, I guess, so it's not like everyone's taste. I'm a fan of hers. And she is a phenomenal singer. So if not me, one of them.
Besides Eesti Laul and Eurovision, what plans do you have? And perhaps any debut album coming?
I actually have 3 notebooks filled with music. So I'm going to start tackling those one by one. There's no hurry.
And do you have any message to your fans?
If the song speaks to you, if the song speaks to that something in your heart, if it lights you up, then vote for me. Let's make my dream come true.
Thank you very much for this interview. And I wish
Thank you.
very good luck in Eesti Laul. And who knows, perhaps we will see you in Rotterdam.
I hope so. Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Thank you very much again.